Hi, it's Chris here from techtablets.com with the Onda v116w. It's a Core powered tablet that has 4 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabyte SSD, and I'll just let you know my thoughts on the tablet. I've been using it now for 13 days, so just shy of 2 weeks, and the performance of the Core is good. Quite a good processor. I do like that processor, and it's nice and fast for doing all your activities and things you would do on a tablet, like you can open up websites, look at videos, all of that stuff works really well. The internal SSD speed is quite quick. These are the speeds here of it. So you get 455 read and 150 approximately write sequential. Those speeds are really good. What I do also like about the tablet is that it has good port placement. So we have a no micro USBs ports. We have full-size USB ports on here. So we've got a full-size USB 3. We have a power port here, micro SD, HDMI, and the SIM card slot, all in a really good position. It's one of the positive things about this tablet. I do like the port placement. It's quite good there. So we can use full, normal USB peripherals to plug in. We don't have to use any of those adapters or anything. So this is the USB 2 port on the side. I can plug that in, and it's great. I can load files up from that. It's really nice to be able to do that. There's a couple of status LEDs on the side here. But mostly my time with this tablet has not been entirely positive. Now I'll just go over the positives are pretty much almost covered here. The other positive is the screen. I'll just show you the brightness here is extremely bright. This is daylight at the moment coming in, and this screen is really good. It's in fact the brightest screen I have tested on a tablet to date on the website. So very good, bright, brilliant display, good viewing angles as you can see hopefully here. That is all fine. But then this is when the negatives start to come in here. I found that the touch response of the screen is not what I would expect, at least for a $500 tablet that this costs. First off, I'll just do a quick demonstration of what happens sometimes. That it's not always happening, but just now and then it's maybe a firmware issue with the touch driver with the digitizer glass on here. But if I just try and scroll around and move along here, some areas of the panel just aren't that. You see I'm having trouble scrolling there? Aren't that sensitive. So I try and drawing boxes here, and now and then it's not working that bad at the moment, but I think it happens more when the tablet is actually docked. So if I dock it here and now go to, you see what's happening? I can't seem to draw a full box. And if I try and drag, I want to drag this image here over to here, for example. Okay, that's going to work. So if I want to drag it over this way, it's fine. But now and then it's not the most sensitive screen. I think the sensitivity should be a lot better than what it is. I kind of find I have to push a little harder. So it's not like an iPad or a Galaxy Tab there when it comes to using the screen. There is, you see, it just seems to be certain areas of the screen aren't as sensitive as others to the touch there, which isn't wonderful at all. Now, another one of the negatives of this tablet is the cameras on them. The front camera's okay, but you notice that there's no rear camera. Now, the build quality itself of the tablet is good. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not wonderful. The Q/7 has a metallic backing, metallic housing on it, and it feels a lot better, and it's actually thinner. It's quite a thick tablet, but not too bad, the thickness. And overall, the build is good, but there is a bit of flexing in the case where the front glass panel is meeting up with the rear plastic. There is a few little noises there and flexes, but I mean, it could be worse. It could be like the Onda v116w, which had a very flimsy backing on it. There was just a fingerprint magnet. This is a little bit more resistant to fingerprints. Hopefully you can see there. So if my finger's all over that, it's not actually showing up that bad at all there. Not like the v116w, the Bay Trail version. Another issue is the dock. The dock is, to be honest, very poor quality. It is not good. You might have seen some of my other videos if you have been interested in this tablet. The dock itself is very flimsy in plastic. It's just all plastic. Keys have very poor travel. There is flex and bounce. You can see here if I start to simulate typing here, hopefully you can pick that up. That there's a lot of flex here. There's about some of the keys I've noticed, like the F key here, doesn't really sit in nice, and really the travel and the flex, it's shocking really. It's not a good keyboard at all. You'd think on a tablet of this, but they're trying to create a quality tablet here, Onda, that they would at least use a better keyboard. Like the Cube i7 keyboard is definitely much better than this. I mean, typing is fine. You can type on it. I've done a bit of typing on it. And I managed actually to type out the whole review of this tablet, which you can find on techtablets.com. The written review with lots of photos, benchmarks, you name it. That's there. But yeah, not a good... There's just the keyboard is not good at all. And the other thing is that I've noticed that it sometimes disconnects, which I'll try and simulate here. Sometimes just using it, the slightest movement, you hear that? The keyboard just disconnected and reconnected just from that slight movement there. It's done that, which is again poor, very poor. Often when I was typing, writing the review, the keyboard would just suddenly stop for a split second and then start up again. Why that's happening, I don't know. But it's quite annoying to be going through that experience. And as I mentioned, the performance of the tablet is good. There's no complaints there. But when you do push it, and I was gaming on it for a little while, it does get hot. It gets higher than hot, very hot, 90 degrees hot. It got higher than the QI7 that I have been testing. That got up to around maybe 81 degrees. This is almost 10 degrees higher. In fact, I think I remember seeing 91, which is quite warm. It does throttle a little bit. Probably something to do with the plastic backing on the QI7 is metal, and this one is plastic. So what I meant to say was the metal backing, sorry, on the QI7. And that will probably dissipate the heat a little bit better. So this has been all plastic. It's not as good, probably, at getting rid of some of that heat there. Now the headphone jack, which is just down the bottom here, just plug in headphones here. Now this port has interference over it. There's a buzz on there that is not good at all. There's a slight buzz and a little, not really a hiss, it's more of an interference that's been caused. Maybe it's been caused by the USB port. I'm not really too sure. But again, on a tablet that's going to cost around 500 US, you don't want that. You don't want to have a buzzing noise over that port there. That's just not good at all. So that's another negative towards the v116w Core M here from Onda. Now the wireless reception on the tablet is fine, but what I have noticed that when using the wireless, that often I've been getting it disconnecting on me. Will come up right here with an asterisk saying limited connection. For no apparent reason, I'd have to turn the wireless off, back on again, and then I'm up and running. What also happened to me was I completely lost wireless. The driver just uninstalled itself, or something went wrong, deleted, I don't know. Anyway, what I had to do was reboot the system, reinstall the driver, and then I had wireless up and running again. So there's some kind of wireless issues there, which Onda had the same problem I remember on the v1, the v919 dual boot tablet that I tested probably about 3 months ago. It had the kind of same issues there. So Onda have a bit of a wireless issue problem with drivers. Something's going on there that they do need to sort out. There's another thing also that I noticed that was quite odd about the tablet, that when I use the on-screen keyboard, you see how it has these borders either side? It's not stretching out to the full size of the screen, and I don't know why that is. It's not like I haven't selected to maximize it here, which I have. As you can see there, that's the tablet in the smaller form that you can move around. And when I want the full-sized on-screen keyboard there, that it is not stretching out properly, so you're not getting the full size there. I don't know why Onda have done that. There's some kind of issue there with the Windows image that they've used, the build. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I mean, that's just a minor thing maybe, but it does kind of annoy me that too when using the tablet. And in hand, it's a little heavy, but the tablet itself is fine. What it's really let down by, what I feel is, okay, the wireless issues, which have propped up now and then, but really it's this keyboard here is the ultimate thing. If Onda can come out with an improved keyboard, I mean, you can probably see on the camera here that, oh, that looks like a nice keyboard, but I mean, it's not. Look at it, it's flexing there and those disconnections there, it make it so frustrating and annoying to type on. And those USB ports and the port placement on the tablet is fantastic. I like that. It's really good. It's well thought out. A lot better than the Cube i7. And I do have a comparison video of both of those tablets that I'll put a link in this video of, so you can check that out if you are interested. But I definitely recommend, yeah, the Cube i7 is a lot better Core M tablet if you're looking at Core M's from China. But I'll be honest here and say, I don't think you should look at Core M tablets from China, because look at the price. You're looking around maybe 500, 600 US. You're better off getting yourself a Dell Venue 11 Pro. I had one of those. They're really good. And there's a few other options out there as well. There's the Asus UX 305. If you don't have to have a two-in-one tablet slash notebook laptop combo, then that is also a really good notebook to look at. There's a lot of options out there. I wouldn't bother getting a tablet at this price range from China because, I mean, I'm quite frustrated with this Onda here. I think that for the money, you know, it's too much of a risk. Maybe I got a dodgy unit, but everyone's going to have this same flimsy keyboard. And this keyboard, yeah, is a big problem. And it's not like you can use the higher quality keyboard from the Cube i7. That keyboard has the same docking port, but with Cube, they have these points here which latch on. They're a little further spaced out, so I can't use that keyboard on the Onda. So to sum it up, the tablet is good, but it's got some flaws there that really do need to be addressed, and I do recommend you look at other tablets out there. So if you liked this video, please do give me a like, that's helpful, and hopefully I maybe saved you a bit of money from not buying this tablet, because I honestly don't recommend it. The last lot of Ondas I've been looking at just haven't really been up to quality, especially compared to the likes of Teclast, Pipo, or Cube. They seem to be a lot better. And if you want to see benchmarks on this tablet and finer details, please do check out the review on my site techtablets.com. I go into quite a bit of detail there, so you can check through that. If you are considering this tablet still, even after this video, then you've got a lot more information there. Thank you for watching the video, and I will hopefully catch you in my next one. Do subscribe to my channel if you are interested in seeing more up and coming videos from these tablets from China. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.